When it comes to Kody and Robyn Brown, nothing seems to escape controversy, even a painting. Fans of Sister Wives were stunned to learn that the couple commissioned a lavish custom artwork worth more than $5,000, a piece that has quickly become as talked about as their unconventional love story. From scandalous snapshot to pricey canvas, the painting, titled Love Psalm, isn't just any portrait. It's a grand recreation of a photograph of Kody and Robyn in an intimate pose, she leaning against him, he reclining casually against his white convertible. The image raised eyebrows years ago because such open affection was never seen between Kody and his first 3 wives. Artist Crystal Brown, who created the piece, revealed how it came to life. "I'm so happy to finally introduce this massive painting. It was months in the making and the largest, most expensive piece I've ever created." Commissioned as an anniversary gift, Kody reportedly surprised Robyn with the artwork after inviting her to what she thought was an art show. Instead, she was presented with the most elaborate declaration of their relationship to date, a pattern of rewriting family history. This isn't the first time Robyn has turned family photos into bold statements. Years ago, she gifted Kody with another painting that blended his original children with her 5 kids, an attempt to visually unite them as one family long before he officially adopted her children. For critics, the symbolism was clear, rewriting the Browns' family history to center Robyn. Backlash from fans. While the couple seemed thrilled, viewers of the show weren't impressed. Many argued that the Browns' priorities were misplaced. One fan bluntly wrote, $5,000 for a painting, but no money for Isabel's surgery. Okay, so there's where the priorities lie with Kody. Others called the portrait less a celebration of love and more a showcase of selfishness, cheating, and greed. Another fan went even further, asking, "And where is his son's memorial photo?" "Oh yeah, in the garage." More than just art. For Kody and Robyn, the painting might represent romance and permanence. But for fans, it's another reminder of the family's fractured past and the perception that Robyn has always been at the center of Kody's shifting devotion. The Las Vegas evening air carried an anticipatory tension as Robyn Brown followed Kody into what she thought was a casual gallery opening. Soft jazz played in the background, and dim lights reflected off a velvet curtain draped dramatically in the center of the room. Kody, grinning with a theatrical flourish, pulled the curtain aside. There it was. The painting. Love Psalm. 8 feet tall, stretching almost floor to ceiling, the artwork immortalized their infamous convertible photo. Robyn in her flowing dress, leaning into Kody with a devotion captured in each brushstroke, while Kody himself looked impossibly younger, bronzed by artistic exaggeration. Robyn gasped, covering her mouth with trembling fingers. "Kody, it's us." Tears welled in her eyes. For her, it wasn't just a painting. It was validation. Proof that she was the true wife, the one worthy of permanence in oil and canvas. Kody tilted his head back, soaking in his masterpiece. "This," he said, "is our legacy." But legacies, as the Browns knew all too well, were rarely uncontested. Ripples through the family. When the other wives heard about the unveiling through social media leaks, no less, the reaction was swift. Christine, sipping tea on her Utah porch, scoffed. "A $5,000 shrine to themselves? Classic." Janelle, ever pragmatic, simply muttered, "That could have covered Isabel's surgery twice over." And Mary stared at the picture for a long time. Somewhere in the exaggerated strokes of Kody's smile, she saw the husband she once knew before everything fractured. She closed her laptop, muttering, "He never painted me." The children weren't spared either. Some rolled their eyes, calling it another Robyn stunt. Others worried about what the public would say. Sure enough, the backlash online was brutal. The fans speak out. Within hours of the reveal, Sister Wives forums lit up like wildfire. Memes surfaced comparing the painting to Renaissance-era depictions of kings and mistresses. One fan wrote, "Imagine blowing $5,000 to glorify your midlife crisis." Another quipped, "Leonardo da Vinci called. He wants his drama back." But the harshest critiques weren't about money. They were about symbolism. Viewers saw Love Psalm as another attempt by Robyn to rewrite history, painting herself, quite literally, into the central narrative of the Brown family, while the others faded into memory. A painting with a past. What fans didn't know was that Love Psalm had nearly been abandoned halfway. Artist Crystal Brown later confessed in a live stream. Working on this piece, it was overwhelming. Every brushstroke felt loaded. They wanted it perfect, like a love story untouched by drama. But everyone knows their story isn't untouched. Rumors swirled that Kody had insisted on being painted with a fuller head of hair, while Robyn requested a subtle slimming effect. Crystal allegedly refused, saying, "I'm a painter, not a plastic surgeon." The disputes nearly ended the commission, but the lure of $5,000 kept the brushes moving. Escalation. When the episode featuring the reveal aired, ratings spiked. TLC milked the controversy, titling the episode "Brushstrokes of Betrayal." Fans gathered on live streams, analyzing every detail: Robyn's dress color, the position of Kody's arm, even the shine on the convertible. Some swore it symbolized luxury over loyalty. Others called it a funeral portrait for the family unit. Christine, finally breaking silence in a cameo, quipped, "If Kody wants to be remembered in oil, fine. But maybe he should focus on leaving a legacy in his children instead." The line trended on Twitter for 3 days straight. Kody's counterattack. Kody, never one to let criticism lie, launched into one of his infamous rants during a later tell-all interview. "They don't understand," he fumed. "This painting isn't about money or ego. It's about eternal love. Robyn and I are the ones who truly got it right. Why shouldn't we celebrate that?" When pressed about the timing, especially given past family struggles, he doubled down. "People want me to feel guilty for loving my wife? No. Love is worth more than any surgery, any car, any fan approval." It was a bold statement, one that cemented the growing divide between him and his critics. The painting's strange fate. In the months following the controversy, Love Psalm took on a life of its own. TLC auctioned off replica prints online, some fetching over $500 each. Ironically, many buyers weren't fans but collectors of reality TV oddities. One critic compared it to the Kardashians selling mason jars of bathwater. Meanwhile, rumors spread that the original painting was moved multiple times inside Kody and Robyn's house. At first, it hung in the living room, then mysteriously disappeared to the bedroom. By season's end, it was spotted in the garage beside a stack of dusty wedding albums from Kody's earlier marriages. Some whispered it was Robyn herself who ordered the move after realizing that living beneath constant fan mockery was unbearable. The family fracture deepens. The scandal didn't just live online. It trickled into family gatherings. At one strained Christmas, Janelle flat out refused to step foot in Robyn's house, citing the idol in the living room. Christine sent her kids, but reminded them not to stand near the shrine. And Mary? She attended, but in a quiet act of rebellion, gifted Kody a small, dollar store frame with a printed photo of herself and him from the early years. Inside, she scrawled in glitter pen, "Remember when it was us?" Kody didn't laugh. Robyn didn't smile. The room fell into silence. Legacy in question. Years later, fans would look back on Love Psalm not as a celebration of romance, but as the turning point, the moment when symbolism became too loud to ignore. For Robyn, it remained a bittersweet memory, the grand gesture that turned sour. For Kody, it was proof of his devotion, though many saw it as proof of his blindness. And for the rest of the Browns, it was another reminder that sometimes art doesn't imitate life. It distorts it. Epilogue: The auction. 5 years after its creation, the original Love Psalm resurfaced in a celebrity auction. Listed at $12,000, it was described as a controversial artifact of polygamist pop culture. Bidders included reality TV memorabilia collectors, satire museums, and even one anonymous fan who claimed they planned to hang it ironically above their fireplace. The final sale price? $25,000. Kody and Robyn watched the auction online. Robyn whispered, "It's worth more now than ever." Kody smirked.
Told you.
Our love is priceless. But in the fan forums, someone wrote the last word. It may be priceless to them, but to us, it'll always be the $5,000 painting that cost the Browns their family.